So welcome back to the video series on electronics made easy. So in my previous video, I was discussing regarding sensors, actuators and interfacing circuits and how to make electronic projects based on these three things. So in this video, I'll be explaining to you all regarding sensors and actuators and some of the commonly available sensors and actuators. So what is the sensor? In my previous videos itself, I have explained this thing. Sensor is nothing but that is an input device. For example, in the previous projects that we had discussed, that is an automatic street light, a sensor is nothing but a light sensor. A sensor is used for sensing the surroundings. So in the automatic street light, it was used to sense the light in our surroundings. Of course, it will be sensing the surroundings and will be giving a corresponding value to the control device. So what are the types of sensors or the commonly available sensors? I'll explain all those things one by one. So first of all, we can just get familiarized with the light sensor itself. So here whatever you are seeing is the light sensor only. Light sensor basically comes in two categories. One is an LDR, which is this one, and second one is a photodiode, that is this one. Don't get confused between a photodiode and a normal LED. Normal LED is an output device. That is, you will be able to see the output of the LED. But photodiode is an input device. It is used for sensing how much light is there in our surroundings, and it will be giving this value to the circuit. So we cannot see anything from this thing. Due to that, it is an input device. As I told before, both of these are used for sensing light. So our next one is a moisture sensor. Here you can see this is a moisture sensor. Do you know why it is used for? Say for example, if you are considering a project where you need to sense the moisture in the soil. A very useful application of this one is in agricultural industry. That is, whenever the soil is becoming dry, we need to sprinkle water, that too automatically. In such a project, we can use this for sensing the moisture in the soil. So the basic application of this one is sensing moisture in the soil. Now the third type of sensor that I have told here is the IR pair or ultrasonic device. They are used for measuring distance. Can you please guess where all we can use this thing? Yes, in our car as a parking device, as a parking sensor, we'll be using such devices only. IR pair or ultrasonic pair. So in our car, basically an ultrasonic pair is usually used. So these things, they are used for sensing the distance. They find its application in variety of projects, including the parking sensor. Concluding, these type of sensors are used for sensing the distance. Our next category of sensors is gas sensor, which is available in several types of models, out of which I have listed only two commonly available types of models. That is the gas sensor MQ3 and the gas sensor MQ2. Why a gas sensor is used? Of course, it can be used for sensing several types of gases. For example, in the case of a fire, smoke will be generated. So this can be used as a fire detection system even. Or if there is LPG gas leak in your home, that can be detected by these sensors. Or even these sensors can be used as alcohol detectors. That is, you will be knowing our police will be having certain breath analyzers with them. This is the common sensor that we are using in the breath analysis. So concluding, these two sensors, that is the gas sensors, are used for sensing smell. Our next type of common sensor is the accelerometer sensor. In all the present mobile phones, such a sensor is already there. You know why? Whenever we are playing games, based on our hand movement, automatically you have to steer the car, if it is a car racing game, to left or right. So that is made possible by such a sensor only. That is an accelerometer sensor. Again, accelerometers can be used for a wide variety of applications. Example, controlling a robotic arm with your arm. That is, whenever you are moving your arm, the robotic arm that is placed at a distance from you, it needs to automatically move. That can be made possible by this sensor. How it can be done? This sensor will be tracking your hand movement, and this can be conveyed to the robotic arm. And this accelerometer, it is used in several space projects also, because in the space, robotic arms are used very widely. That is for servicing equipments that are already present in the space. At such instances, humans will not be directly going there and they will not be doing this repair work. Instead, a robotic arm will be doing this work. But that robotic arm can be controlled by a human who is sitting inside the spacecraft and using such an accelerometer connected to his hand. So concluding, accelerometer is a sensor that is used for sensing motion. So with this, I conclude this session. In the next video, we'll be learning about actuators.